Testing.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you could hear it on YouTube.
The mic is on.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is now 2:05 and the Board of Election meeting is now called to order. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda in front of us.
Can I get a second?
I second it.
Then properly moved in second that we approve the agenda before us, candidate challenge, Michael Brooks by Linwood Gallup. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. At this time, this afternoon, I will turn this meeting over to Mike Cox, county attorney.
Thank you, Chairman Brown. This is kind of similar to what we were here for last week, different claims, similar individuals, similar claims. First of all, I would recommend that the board have this candidate challenge the same time next week, which is, we've got it set for, I believe it's 10 a.m. March the 17th. I know there are a number of individuals that have been subpoenaed for that hearing, and what we like to do with court cases is we schedule the one that was filed first at 10 and then schedule the next one for 10 a.m. or as soon as the matter may be heard. I think it would be better for convenience of the court reporter and the board members and everybody involved, so, and the witnesses subpoenaed as well.
Would you like to make a motion
Yes, ma'am.
for that? All right. I make a motion that we hear this second challenge on March the 17th at 10 a.m. or shortly after the first one. May I have a second?
Second.
Then properly moved in second that we hear the challenge against Mr. Michael Brooks by Linwood Gallup on March the 17th at 10 a.m. or shortly thereafter. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carried.
Okay. Mr. Gallup, do you have individuals you'd like subpoenaed or anything for next week's hearing? This hearing with Mr. Brooks.
It would be the same individuals. We all subpoenaing the same individuals.
Okay, same ones. Okay. Trying to think. Let me get that list one second just to make sure we're on the same page.
Mr. Gallup, can you turn your mic towards you a little bit? Thank you. Mr. Brooks, too. Thank you.
Yes, my voice carries when I get going.
Yeah, it does. Okay,
So
thank you.
This is good here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm receiving some type of
Feedback?
static in my mic. So,
Mr. Gallup, I've got your handwritten list you handed me last week just to confirm. So it'd be Johnny Walton, Kim Spence, Darius Horton, and Betty Parker.
Right. I
Okay.
thought we agreed to subpoena everyone on council.
This was your list, and I believe Ms. Young had agreed to subpoena everybody except for herself, and there's one empty spot. So that's being done as well. But as far as your list, this is what you gave. Okay. All right. Anything else, or is that it on your end?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Brooks, anybody you would like to subpoena?
Nope, Everybody, everything, everyone that's been subpoenaed, let them be subpoenaed. I'm good. Whatever is good, the way it is now, it's good.
Okay.
I don't want us to have to subpoena anything because everything speaks for itself, so we good.
Okay, gotcha. And back to Mr. Gallup just a minute. So the individuals, there were additional that were subpoenaed for the hearing, Ms. Young. Do you want, and for this particular hearing though, do you want anybody beyond these four?
There are some that I am in discussion of some things with that could be witnesses to some similar events. So I really don't know if they should be subpoenaed specifically for this. You see what I'm saying?
I do, and they could come as your witnesses. I mean,
Right,
yeah.
Right. They can come as
Okay.
witnesses.
Okay.
So, right.
Okay. All right. So if that's what I'm hearing from you two gentlemen, we're asking for this particular hearing with Mr. Brooks. That Mr. Gallup is requested Johnny Walton, Kim Spence, Darius Horton, and Betty Parker be subpoenaed. And if there's a motion to that effect.
I make a motion that we accept the list given by Mr. Gallup to be subpoenaed for the challenge.
Second.
Been properly moved and second that we accept the list presented by Mr. Gallup to be subpoenaed for March 17th. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion. Any nays?
Mr. Cox, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So the subpoenas are different from the witnesses, so the witnesses will be able to come without being subpoenaed. Am I correct?
They may, and
I just
we'll
heard the
look at
witness and the subpoenas. I wanted they were two differently, or was it one and the same?
We'll look at the rules while we're talking real quick, and the statutes discuss. The panel, and I'm reading conduct of hearing, and this is in
Use your microphone.
163, 127.4. C, the panel may allow evidence to be presented at the hearing in the form of affidavit, supporting documents, or it may examine witnesses.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to go back to the motion.
I have a question then concerning that law. Does that mean I have to at least have an affidavit for the witnesses, the other witnesses for other events similar to show consistent behavior?
It just says the panel may allow evidence to be presented at the hearing in the form of affidavits, or it may examine witnesses. People can testify,
examine
or
witnesses.
yeah.
We don't. We don't need a motion.
Okay, but the motion.
We don't need a motion for what you just spoke about.
No.
No.
No. I'm sorry, I misunderstood if you said that. Yeah. No.
But our motion was on the floor, and I asked for the vote, and then 3 said yes, and then it became a question. So should we go back to the motion?
Oh, only 3 said yes? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
No, I had the
She
question.
I'm
had a
sorry.
question, so we have to go back. to
Okay, I
Jackie.
make a motion that we accept the list given by Mr. Gallup to subpoena for the March 17th challenge of Mr. Brooks.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that we accept the list of subpoenas for Mr. Gallup for the March 17th hearing. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion
I
carried.
said I. Maybe I didn't say it loud
Okay.
enough.
You did not. Okay, motion carried. Okay.
Okay. Are there? I think that will handle it. But are there any other questions or follow-ups or anything? Okay, board members. Okay. That's it for me. If there's any further business, I'll step aside in case there's additional business of the board.
We'll We don't have any other business before us this afternoon. So motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I need a second.
I second it.
It's been properly moved at second that we adjourn. It is now 2:14. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. We thank you all for coming this afternoon.
Thank you.